A few days ago, I made a poll asking the community who do they think has the most potential in the next season of Arcane out of these 4 characters, right? And this one is a follow-up to another video I made with another 4 characters, right? Caitlyn, Jace, Vi, and Jinx. However, this time, Ekko, Heimerdinger, Viktor, and Singed. I have to say, the results of the poll are pretty much what I expected, but first, before I go into what I believe for each one of these characters, I have to give you context on what I believe potential is. So I quantify potential in the sense that what the character is going to achieve, what story is the character going to be involved with, of course, and how good is that going to be. That's pretty much all you need to understand what I believe a potential measurement should be looking like, right? So I'm going to start with Ekko, and I will say that I agree with the poll in the sense that he will create something groundbreaking. We already know he's going to make the Z drive. The Z drive is a way for him to rewind time for a limited amount of time, but that's going to be, like I said, groundbreaking, really interesting to see. I wonder if they are going to tap into the idea of multiverse, because they have a minigame or a game, right, made by Riot Forge, where they are talking about that stuff. However, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case in the upcoming season. However, a 48% is warranted in this case. Maybe I will give more to Singed, but I'll get to that in a second. Heimerdinger, yes, not much to go with Heimerdinger, not much left with Heimerdinger, I would say. I agree with 2%. The fact is that he lost his spot on the council. He was the reason why things are going bad in Zone, or at least because of his inaction. And it's believable in the sense that he lives for a very long time and he doesn't see the time passing the same way other people do, right? That's why I'm not seeing much happening with Heimerdinger in the upcoming season, even though in the latest release they did with that scene, he is present doing stuff with Ekko, so maybe he will grow up to be something better than he is in the first season. We'll see what happens. Moving on, Viktor. I agree with this because Viktor is going to, well, glorious evolution. He's going to completely change from what we see right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how the story is going to progress. We already know that he's going to Zone and he will interact with the Shimmer Addicts. He appears briefly in the teaser. Hopefully we will see more during the trailer, but we'll get to that in a few months probably. And now Singed. Now this one I believe is the most interesting one, and I believe not many people talk about the potential here, and Singed, in my view, is a really high potential character for the upcoming season. And why is that? You might be thinking to yourself, what's with Singed? Well, he's going to create Warwick, and that's about it in the upcoming season. No, I believe he will be some kind of bridge between this season and the upcoming projects, in the sense that he will be involved with the Noxian war, right, in Ionia. In the story, he is providing chemical weapons to the Noxians, and they are using those in Ionia, right, during the war. So that could be an idea. Now you see that Singed is working with Chemtech, right, in Zone. Probably they are going to realize that as soon as the war happens between Piltover and Zone, they are going to take him prisoner, and then he will give his ideas and chem stuff to the Noxians, right? It would make sense. I mean, Singed seems like the kind of person who doesn't really care what happens with what he creates. He just likes to create stuff, right? And that's why I believe this is a high potential character. I would not take anything from the other two, because what I say is just speculation, and we do not know if it's going to happen with the Noxians, right? But we do know that Ekko and Viktor are going to have some major changes in the upcoming season, so I agree with this poll. What about you guys? What do you think? Is this poll correct? Are we going to see something else from Heimerdinger, or do you agree with me and Singed could potentially be a high potential character, right? And besides that, of course, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.